Hi, today let me show you how you can make a nice effect for a password field or login window where the edit objects are shaking when you are typing a wrong password or a wrong username. And how you can combine it with the anchor settings, because this is one of the key thing if you want to make this very simple effect on your page or on your form. Um, so it's important to set it on the right way, and the form should behave like what you want. So if you are using a resizable form, then you still keep the consistency of the form, and it's always looking the right way. So basically what I'm talking about is this one. So here I have the very simple form with one edit object, and in this one I don't type anything, just press the button. So basically I'm simulating that if you or the user entered the password or login name and it's not the right one, then the application should check it and should make this simple effect by shaking the edit window or edit control itself. But as you can see in this form, I don't have the anchors set. So if I'm resizing the form, then the edit object or edit control is moving together with the form. So actually it's trying to keep some position, but it's not linked to anything right now. So it is just not at the right place. But what would happen if I would set the anchor? So let's see here I had the anchor set. I just was disabling the anchor settings. So now the object should move or resize as it is planned. So like it's staying on its place, and it's just resizing with the window resizing. So this is the wanted behavior of the object itself. But what happens if I'm pressing now the shake button? Nothing. So basically that's the problem. So if you have the anchors set, these are always overruling any option or any code which is trying to move the object from one position to another position, or wants to resize it. So let's see the code right now. So the code is very simple, and now I marked out those ones which will be needed later. So basically what we need is here is the original left position and an integer value for a for cycle. So here you can set the number of shaking effects, let's say, and as you can see here, the application or this small code is just saving the original left position, and then in a for cycle it's simply moving the position from left to right, and also processing these repositioning settings, and then it's waiting for a while to let's say um, the speed controlled as well. Otherwise it would be too quick or too slow. So basically that's the application itself, or that's the code itself. And finally, of course, the uh, the position of the control is moved back to its original left position. So that's what is happening when I don't have the anchors set. So now if I'm going back again, so if I don't have the anchor set, this means that the edit object itself, sorry, the edit object itself, which I should be setting now, and the form was, it was like this. So So now it's shaking because there is no anchor set. So this is the code which you can see right now. And now if I'm setting it back, of course the this will behave just like it was behaving. So the anchors were overwriting the positioning settings. So that's why the this code is basically doesn't really take effect, because whenever I try to move the position of the control, it's simply moving back, and based on the anchors it's set back to its position compared to the rest of the objects on the screen. So what we can do to make sure that the anchors are also set and used at the end. So basically we are switching it off and switching it on again inside the code. So at first we have to have a variable which is um, saving the actual T anchor settings. Of course, you can set it manually, so you can tell to the anchor settings at the end of the run of this code that which anchors should be um, used, and of course you can delete these anchor settings at the beginning of the code. So the first thing is that we need to save the anchor settings. So as you can see that to the saved anchors variable, I store the controls anchor settings, and then we can delete all the anchors set. So basically we can tell to the application that forget all these anchors and just keep it on its place. And of course, when the application or when this code was completed, then we can position back the object to the original left settings, and also we can set back the saved anchors to the controls anchor settings. And with this we have the application running on the same way like when we don't have the anchor set at all. And once it is completed, then the resize effect of the form will behave as it should behave when all the anchors set. So now when I'm running again this small application, and I'm resizing the form, you can see that it's working fine. And now when I press the shake button, it's also doing the job. So the shake effect is also running. And of course, after that, the anchor settings are again valid and enabled. So this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if so, then please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. With this, I wish you happy coding, and see you next time.